if conditional type 1. First of all, let us know what are the goals for this lesson. Number 1, identify the concept of conditional. Number 2, identify the structure of if clause type 1. 3, identify the function of this type. First, what do conditionals mean? Conditionals are structures in English that establish what will happen if a certain event takes place or a certain action is performed. See, this is equivalence in Arabic الجمل الشرطية. Examples. Number 1. Look at this boy. His name is Jack. If Jack studies hard, he will pass his exam. As you see, we have this is a conditional structure. And as you see, we have two clauses, the first one, and this is the second one. This clause number 1, call it if clause. And this clause, the second one, called main clause or result clause. As you see, we have in the first clause or sentence a verb, and this verb in the present, studies, present simple. If you go to the second clause, you find another verb will pass, and this is in the future simple. As you see, this kind of structure contains from two clauses. One called is if clause, another it called main clause. And in the if clause, we use the present simple, and in the main clause, we use the future simple. Now, what does mean of this sentence? It means if Jack studies hard, okay, he will pass. Now, this condition will achieve or come true if Jack studies. If Jack studies, this result comes true. Another examples. Look at this picture. If I have money, I will buy a new car. Again, this structure called if conditional. And if you look at it carefully, you can find two clauses. This is if clause and this is main clause. In the if clause, the verb have in the present simple, and in the main clause, we use future simple. As you see, this result or this condition will come true if I have money or enough money to buy a car. Another example. Look at this woman. If she has time, she will travel to USA. As you see, also this structure is called conditional, and it contains from two clauses. Number 1 is if clause and number 2 is main clause. In the if clause, we use present simple has. In the main clause, we use will, future simple, will travel. And this result will come true if she has enough time. As you see, if clause or the conditional contains from if clause and main clause. And pay attention that we have comma between if clause and main clause. Here we have a comma, here you can see a comma, and here you can see a comma. The use of this structure to talk about possibilities in the present or in the future, as I said. This result will come true in the present or in the future. So this kind of condition can be possible to happen in the present or in the future. Conditional sentences. The structure of conditional sentences contain from if clause and many clause. Contain from two parts, two clauses. If clause plus present simple, and in the many clause, simple future. Example: if it rains tomorrow, we will not come. Again, this is call it if clause, and this call it many clause. And don't forget that we have comma between. Another examples. Ken will feel much better if he has a healthier diet, as you see. Now here you can see the first part is many clause and the second part is if clause. This is many clause, and will feel, this is the future simple, and here we use present simple. Another example: we won't play soccer tomorrow if it rains. Now we won't play soccer, this is the result clause or many clause. If it rains, this is the if clause. And here we use won't, this is the negative of will, and this is a future simple. In this sentence we use rains, and this is in the present simple. Again, we can write many clause, then if clause without any difference in meaning, but we don't use a comma between. The summary for the lesson. We learn about first conditional. The first conditional is used to express a real or very probable situation in the future. I said this kind of condition can be true in the present or in the future. It refers to things that will possibly happen in the future if a condition is met. First conditional is common when we want to talk about plans, promises, warning, threats, or persuading someone. For example, if you help me, I will help you. Another, if I get high mark in توجيهي, I will study medicine. Like this, we can use this kind of structure if conditional type 1, because this kind of condition will come true in the present or in the future, so it's possible to happen. The structure continue from F plus present simple. Pay attention to the verb with F, always come in the present simple, and in many clause we use future simple, will or won't plus base verb. Conditional and result. If clause and many clause. If it rains tomorrow, comma, we will stay home. Result or many clause, condition if clause. We will stay home if it rains tomorrow. No comma between them. This is our lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.